Right, this is the book of Amos, chapter 1, starting at verse 11. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I will not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. But I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra." So with that, I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor is due to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachach, Wadash, and double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, Shalom, to the sincere and diligent Akim on the highways and byways, pushing in truth and sincerity. And the reason I bring that precept out is because I want to speak on Indigenous Peoples Day, or Indigenous Peoples Month, as they're deeming it, which is a topic that I meant to cover last week, which was when the actual day went down. I believe it's the 12th, which replaced Columbus Day, and it hit my spirit way back months ago when the movie that came out called Killers of the Flower Moon, which is about the Osage Indians who owned oil and land all throughout the regions of Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. All right, they owned that land. They owned a lot of oil, and it shows you how they systemically not only stole everything, but they killed people. They killed Gadai Indians. All right, in order to steal. All right, and that's how you know that there's the devil, that they're the devil, and that when it says the transgressions of Edom, the elect, when they hear it, it immediately makes sense. You can see clearly that's who that is. All right, and no, it's not going to say white people in the Bible. It's not going to say European in the Bible. You know, it's going. You have to have ears to hear. You know, but the atrocities committed, you know, to the Northern Kingdom. Really, man, we can't really fathom it, man. We really don't know how big the numbers that Gad was in before Esau arrived. Now, Esau will give you an estimate, all right? He'll say on the high end it was 90 million, but, you know, I think it was a lot more than that. I think it was way more than that, because Esau killed 80 million buffalo alone, man, you know? And buffalo, when you look them up, those animals are very hard to repopulate, because once you wipe them out, they don't have a very high production rate, not like humans, you know? And if that many buffalo existed, there had to be way more Gadites there, all right? Because you know, Jake, he's fruitful, man, you know? He likes to have kids. And so we know that number is bullshit, man, but it's really just a reminder that you're in captivity, that you're oppressed, and that's really the message. Is when you get that in the scriptures that his children shall seek to please the poor. That's the reason you have Indigenous Peoples Month. It's not because he's so nice, all right? It's not because he cares about your well-being. He gave it to you for the same reason he gave you Juneteenth, man. It was to pacify you, man. And so he's not reminded of his wickedness, you know? Because how long did Christopher Columbus, not only was he not demonized, but he was celebrated. That was a holiday up until a few years ago, man. All right? And it still is a holiday in many other, you know, places in America. You know, in terms of like companies that celebrated it, you know, Edomites that still celebrate it, you know? Like they'll praise a warmonger, all right? But the guy that did the same thing that Christopher Columbus did, all right? Speaking about the that guy in Germany in World War II. Oh, he's the worst thing ever. But you know how many Edomites got him beat, man? You know? And that's why it's so frustrating seeing, you know, you'll run into a Gadite, he ain't got nothing to his name, man. You know? Dirt poor. Esau gave you land, but he made sure that it's a desert. You know, there's not even gas stations out there, man. You know, you don't even get money to invest in gas stations on those reservations because he left you there to die, just how he left Jake in the projects to die, man. You know? And it's frustrating seeing Northern Kingdom just walk around praising Jesus, all right? When that guy, Cesare Borgia, man, or Borgia, however you want to pronounce it, that guy is depicted of the people that came over here and forced Spanish on you, all right? They forced English on you. You see, they covered up everything, man, you know? And we'll never really know the full extent of the atrocities, man, but I highly recommend brothers watch that movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, that's coming out this weekend. I believe you can see it as early as tomorrow, but I'll probably end up catching it on Tuesday. But it's with DiCaprio. It's a Scorsese film. All right, it's with DiCaprio and De Niro, man, and they're gonna go in. I have a feeling, man, it's gonna be a great movie. And they released it this month because it's Indigenous Peoples Month. But our people have forgot that the devil is still ruling over us, man. You know, because the scriptures say that his children will seek to please the poor, and that's actually worked, man. That's actually pacified a lot of jakes, man. Every month, you know, gas should be riled up, man. You know, not every month, every year when this fucking high holy day for Esau comes around, that y'all should be gassed up, man. You know. But they're not, because they're under the curses, and they're you know, and the scriptures say that Judah has to get up first as well, you know, and that's on the way, you know. But you know, the main thing is remember where you are, man. Remember that you're in captivity. All right, the worst thing you can do is to forget that you're in captivity, man, and let the mirth of this place start to take hold of you, and you just forget about things. How do you think Esau has gotten so far and so widespread with his wickedness, man? Because he's gotten a lot of people to look the other way. All right, either through a threat of military action or through a bag of some kind of economic compensation. Either way, wickedness has flourished in the earth because there's no real men. The heathen don't have it in them to say, no, that ain't right. You know? And so what happened? Esau got more and more weapons over time because they were either afraid of Esau or they wanted in on it. You know? And now fast forward, they trusted in Pharaoh, all right, and now they're crying, you know? And that's how it's gonna be for Israelites over here too, man, because y'all did it over here stateside, you know, thinking, you know, voting and trying to get certain acts passed. Y'all look to people like Ice Cube to organize for you, and that's just not the way, man. The Lord is dead set against this place, and if you want solace, all right, take solace in chanting this place down and knowing that it's going to be destroyed, man. All right, because we take solace in it, even if we perish here, man. You know, because ultimately that evil is still put out of the earth, even if I perish, all right, as collateral damage or whatever have you. All right, it's better, you know, because this guy's destroying everything, man. He will destroy all life. This guy that they show or depict in Killers of the Flower Moon, that's his true nature, man. See, now he just hides it. He puts a bunch of goofy Edomites in front of you, a bunch of low-level Edomites in front of you. He distracts you with bread and circus, you know. But ultimately, he hasn't changed at all. He's gotten much, much worse, and he's gotten better at being subtle about it, man. And that precept in Psalms, the 55th chapter, you know, it says the words of his mouth was smoother than butter, but war was in his heart, man. You look at that concept of the movie Killers of the Flower Moon. You see that DiCaprio's character, man, which I believe Leo DiCaprio's a Jake, and De Niro. But when you look at DiCaprio's character, man, what did he do, man? He married into the family. All right. And that's another MO that we see when Jake fell in the 1400s. All right, when we were being expelled out of Spain and basically ousted out of all of Europe. How did that happen? He started marrying into the families, man. And before you know it, he's taking control of certain assets and passing on inheritances to the Edomite side of the family. All right. And he's able to obscure himself by going by these different names. All right. He's not going to ever call himself Esau or Edom. Okay. He's always blended in with the names of the lands that he's conquered some kind of way. He's obscured himself. All right. But it's the same thing, man. The same way that devil married into the Gadite Northern Kingdom woman. All right. And then slowly started offing all of her family members and relatives until there was basically just her left. You know? And that's how the devil gets down. This is just a reminder of that, man. All right? Indigenous People Month is bullshit, man. First of all, you're not indigenous to America. You are relative to Esau, but your original homeland is Israel, man. All right. The so-called Negroes, the so-called Latinos, and the so-called Native Americans are predominantly Israelites. All right. Go back to the stock of Israel. Okay. Now, when you look at the witchcraft going on in this place, man, you can see that it's gonna take a lot for Gad to get back in that spirit, man. That's why when Judah gets up, man, it's gonna be bad. Esau's gonna panic, man. He's gonna panic bad. Because it's one thing to piss Judah off. That's already a very fearful thing for him, but he's gonna have that ancient warrior class of Gad come back out, man. You know, Ephraim. You know, and we can't wait, man. You know, we can't wait because we're the only ones telling you the truth. All of this shit going by Americans being citizens, voting, democracy. This is all made up, man. It's all witchcraft designed to ensnare nations. All right, into a pit. You're voting blue, red, left, right. And meanwhile, neither the left nor the right, nor the blue nor the red gets what they want out of the end of it. Only Esau gets what he wants out the end of it, man. All right. So we gotta be wiser on that matter, man. You know, but that's really all I wanted to speak about, man. You know, watch that movie, Killers of the Flower Moon, man, and just get in the spirit of remembering the things that our forefathers went through, you know, remembering how the Lord delivered us out of these different situations, man. And above all of that, remember, never trust thine enemy, you know, as it says in Ecclesiasticus 12. All right. So with that, I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call hello, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rachak, Shawab, Shalom.